Hi everybody, today I'm going to do an unboxing and review of the Google Nexus 4. And this is the box. I'm sure you've seen it, so I'm gonna really skip it really quick. How do you open this? Alright, so let's cut it here. Cut it here. And this is it. Very, very cute. Alright, so going to peel this part. And glass, huh? Why would they put glass? Alright, let me turn it on and see if it boots up. While it boots up, I will see what's inside the box. So inside the box we have a tool here to remove the SIM card. We have a USB charger, and this USB charger is rated at 1.2 amps. So I'm assuming this device will charge at that, but we'll see. Actually, I could verify it right now. It's right now it's at 6 watts, and if you divide 6 by 5, it gives you... Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this phone, and we'll do a break now. I'm gonna use this phone for a while, and I'll let you know what I think about it. Hi everybody, so I'm back, and you know what? I had some time to play with this phone, and the reason I put this on the back because I didn't want it to slide on the counter, so I'm gonna leave this right here. It's gonna help it slide, because if I don't, it just slides around. So let me show you the build quality on this thing. It is just superb. Notice the how they polish the glass on the side here. It makes it so smooth, and it makes it easy to slide your fingers from the side. Granted, if you have a case, then it wouldn't matter, but the build quality on this thing is just absolutely top-notch. What really surprised me that the Nexus feels faster than my Galaxy S4, and I'm going to do a few demos here. So let me restart both phones so we have the same starting point as far as having them have the apps cached, etc. Okay, so Nexus started and can be operated right away, right there. And my Galaxy 4 is almost ready. Alright, so let's launch Chrome. 1, 2, 3. So let's go to, let's say, CNN. One, two, three. I got the full desktop experience here. Let me just check here. Request desktop. And let's do a pinch to zoom test. The Galaxy S4 is nicer as far as pinch to zoom. It's more responsive and less stuttery. That's something I noticed right away. Double tap, pretty much on the same level. So let's go into, now you can see how much more information you get from the bigger screen of the Galaxy S4, like a lot more. Let's put on the same line. Look how much more information you get. All this from this point on. And because the Nexus uses the screen real estate for the buttons, you get even less. Alright, so let's click on this article and see what comes up. Alright, so they both pretty much finished at the same time. Galaxy S4 is doing a nice job scrolling. So is the Nexus. Now let's try to go to this article right here. And this one didn't quite get my... Pretty smooth on pinch to zoom on the Galaxy S4, and a little, yeah, the Galaxy S4 is definitely better on the pinch to zoom part. Alright, another test I wanted to show you is going into Play Magazine, and 1, 2, 3. The Nexus for some reason works way better on the Google Play Magazine. For some reason, I'm not sure why. So let's do a test. And I have to tell you off the bat, I think the colors look better on the Galaxy S4. Even though the whites look better on the Nexus. So let's go into this one, and I don't have any magazine downloaded, so let's do the same test on both of them. They're both on the same Wi-Fi. For some reason this one is taking higher priority from my router, I believe. This would not be the test to see who's faster as far as downloading, because it could be that because I pressed this one first by a nanosecond, the router is giving it more priority. So as you can see, I positioned the screens to be exactly where they start, so you can notice the difference as far as what extends after. Okay, so they both downloaded. And let's open up this magazine. Came out at about the same time, and let's do some quick scrolling. This one came first. And that's something I noticed on a consistent basis, is that when scrolling, this one came out with the page faster every single time. And what was really surprising to me was that the text clarity was actually better on the Nexus than the Galaxy S4. when it's all the way zoomed out, the Nexus, for me, looked better. The text is at least a small text. Now, I'm sure you all can notice that because the aspect ratio of the pages of the magazine, what we actually see on the screen is almost the same size of output, even though the Galaxy S4 has a bigger screen. Because they're about the same width, we're getting about the same size of a display. And let's see, actually, what are we talking about here? So the width of the Galaxy S4 is 6 centimeters and a few millimeters, and that's about, this one is maybe a millimeter or two narrower, but every single time this one comes out a winner. Now, another thing I wish they did was with the Nexus or the Android system is make the buttons show underneath all the time. I don't remember what they are, and if you want to see what they are and you click on them, it just goes home. And I find it strange because I always don't realize what it is. Another thing that I wanted to show you is how quickly you get to the phone app or the phone. So I'm going to click on them. I'm going to try to click on them at the same time. 1, 2. This one came first every time. This was way faster. Alright, so another thing I wanted to show you is YouTube, how fast YouTube loads. So 1, 2, 3. And this one came faster. And you know, it's interesting that every time you click what to watch, it comes up with something else. Alright, so I brought up my channel, and we're going to do a scroll comparison. Both perform very nicely, no stutter. Let's go ahead and click on one of the videos. Let's do this one. 1, 2. By the way, I have a modified YouTube app on this one. That's why you see everything in black here. And that's another reason to get root, so you can do these things. But let me compare the picture quality. I find that the colors here are more saturated. They're more appealing. I'm not sure if they're more accurate, but they're more appealing to the eye. They kind of pop out. Also, notice how much more real estate you get on the big 5-inch screen here. So it just makes a big difference, I have to say. And they managed to not make the phone that much bigger. So with videos, it really makes quite a substantial difference as far as getting a nice picture video here. The volume on this
how to make sushi rice. Oh, okay. All right.
is like this. This is at max.
My daughter really likes it. I mean, just as rice by itself.
And let me put this one at max.
We're gonna start with how to make sushi rice. Oh, okay. All right.
And I'm pretty sure you can notice that this one is way louder And actually the Galaxy S4 has really good speaker. A really good speaker. I'm really liking the volume there. So let me sum it up, because there's plenty of videos out there that that talk about it, but let me give you my take about these two phones and which one I would get again. I would definitely get the Galaxy S4 just because I could get it on contract. So it was $200 and you get 16 gigabytes. This one is the 8 gigabyte, by the way. And I would not recommend getting the 8 gigabyte because you don't get a lot of space left afterwards. Let me see how much space you have here. So after all said and done, you only have 4 gigabytes left on this phone, which really I don't think is enough for today's purposes. Somebody loaned it to me and I'm using it. I didn't buy it. I would never buy the 8 gigabyte. I think it's too little of storage space, especially since there's no way to put an external SD card on it. And in fact, I would probably not buy a phone that doesn't have an external SD card available to put in it, and I would probably not buy a phone that doesn't have a battery that's user replaceable. And by the way, the battery on my Galaxy S4 has been outstanding. I've not had any battery anxiety on my Samsung Galaxy S4 because it just lasts for forever. I can have the screen go for 6 hours and the battery is dead, but 6 hours, that's more than enough for the day on screen on. So, but the point is that batteries do go bad. By the time this will be a year old, the battery will lose probably 20 to 30% of its capacity. And at $10 a pop, you might as well just get a new battery. But on a phone that you can't easily replace the battery, you can't do that. And I think that's a major issue. But overall, I'm really digging the feel, the build quality. I think for the price, I think it's a very nice phone. Don't forget that this one is almost half price than this one. And as far as performance, I'm actually seeing that the Nexus is at some tasks faster than my Galaxy S4. And by the way, my Galaxy S4 has been debloated completely. There's nothing there that really takes extra space, extra memory, extra cycles that was added by Samsung or AT&T. And by the way, another thing that I like about the Galaxy S4 is that the home button. I really like the fact that you can turn the phone with this home button. I've really, this has been my go-to turn on the phone type button, and I'm really enjoying the button. Who knew? Another minus that I wanted to mention is the back glass on this phone. This really puzzles me. Just because Apple decided to put glass on the back doesn't mean it's a good idea. In fact, I think it's a horrible idea because glass shatters. So I'm not sure why LG, Google together decided, hey, let's do glass. I mean, I really don't get it. It just doesn't make any sense. Does it look nice? Will you put a cover on it? Probably. So why does it matter? That is one thing that puzzles me. I also wanted to show you how the notification LED works on both devices, and the notification on the Nexus is this white glowing light on the bottom. I kind of think that it's too slow to blink. So if I was looking at it for like a second and I didn't see the notification, I would think there's nothing to notify. On the other hand, the one on the Nexus, the Galaxy S4, it blinks at a little faster rate, which I like better. Alright, so that was my quick comparison take on the two phones, specifically the Nexus 4 by Google and LG. If you have any questions or comments, please put it in the comment box. Please thumb up, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Till next time. Bye.